What if the biggest risk in the global economy right now is not a crash, but a slow tightening that most people don't notice until it's too late? Because that's exactly what's happening. Right now, energy, money, growth, and capital flows are all adjusting at the same time. Not dramatically, not loudly, but together. And that's when systems really change. Welcome back to Money Signal. If you want to understand how the world is actually moving beneath the headlines, like the video, subscribe, and stay with us, because today's signals matter more than today's prices. Let's start with energy, because energy always moves first. Over the last few days, Reuters, cited by Bloomberg, reported that the United States is considering easing additional sanctions on Venezuelan oil, possibly as soon as next week. This information came out on January 10th, 2026. At first glance, this sounds political, but it's not. This is a supply problem. Global oil markets remain tight. OPEC has limited spare capacity. Geopolitical risks keep disrupting production elsewhere, and energy prices are still a sensitive issue for governments and consumers. Sanctions on Venezuela didn't just limit production, they blocked payments, shipping insurance, trade routes, and cash flows. What's important here is not Venezuela itself. It's what this move tells us about the system. When a country like the United States starts selectively adjusting sanctions, it's because the system no longer has enough flexibility. Instead of adding new supply from traditional producers, it has to reopen constrained channels. That means oil flows change, shipping routes adapt, and money starts moving through paths that were previously closed. This is how pressure reveals itself, not through speeches, but through quiet adjustments. And energy pressure never stays isolated. It always spills into money. At the same time this energy story is unfolding, pressure is building inside the financial system. In early January 2026, the Financial Times reported that upcoming inflation data could delay expected interest rate cuts in the United States. Markets were positioned for relief. But inflation isn't cooperating. Prices are no longer surging, but they're not falling fast enough either. Energy costs remain elevated. Services inflation is sticky. Wage growth is holding firm. And structural changes like AI adoption don't immediately reduce consumer prices. Central banks are now stuck. If they cut rates too early, they risk losing credibility. If they hold rates too long, growth slows further. So for now, money stays expensive. And expensive money changes behavior everywhere. Businesses delay investment. Consumers rely more on credit. Governments